Hi guys, welcome back to Harping on the Past.
A Theater Kid podcast where we talk about theater, past, present, and probably the future.
Probably. Oh my
goodness.
gosh. My boob kind of hurts.
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm so sorry about that.
I think it's just like down a little funky, you know?
Yeah.
You know, do you ever get nervous that there's like lumps in your boobs?
No, although when I was going through some TMI, when I was going through early stages of puberty.
Dementia? Oh.
No, Jesus.
Puberty. Sorry.
No, early stages
we don't
of puberty.
talk about that. Oh my god, I didn't start our stopwatch.
Oh my goodness.
Golly, I'm a mess.
We're
Okay.
all over the place.
5, 6,
anyway,
7.
I'm trying to talk about puberty.
Sorry. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Early stages of puberty, for a lot of young boys, they kind of feel like little like lumps under like their nipples, I guess.
Under the nips?
Yeah, like it felt like a ball. Like, oh my God. I thought I was dying. I was so scared.
Oh my gosh.
And then the same thing happened to my friend, and I guess like his mom looked it up and was like, oh yeah, it's all normal and stuff. So
Oh, good.
But that's like the only time I've worried about anything like that.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, now that we got that out of the way.
Everyone's business is out there.
Now that we all know about
Now that
Jacob's
everyone
nipples.
knows. Welcome back.
Thank you so much. I'm realizing now I can't hear myself in my ear.
Oh, for real?
For real?
How about now?
You know, I don't know. No, that's so weird.
That is weird.
Anyway, keep talking for a second. Let me play with my headphones.
Hi, guys. So we are back in my apartment. The studio has got some better lighting. Okay. And then I did put up a thing of Times Square. You can't really tell. It's not very centered. It's kind of pissing me off, if I'm honest. I've missed you guys. It's been a while. Sorry.
It's been a long while.
Has it? I think it's been
Kind
only
of.
like 3-4 weeks.
It's been my fault too, so I'm sorry about that.
No, it's okay. It's been like a month. No.
Okay, there we go. Now I can hear
Can
myself.
you hear yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, I was really dangling on a rope out there. You left me out to die.
I realized, I was like, there's something wrong.
You said, why am I talking so...
And I was like, I can't quite place what's going on right now. And I realized...
Why does my boob feel weird?
I don't know.
I think it's just because I'm getting off my period.
I'm so sorry.
I've been doing wall Pilates.
Wall Pilates.
Yeah, and maybe it's just my body adjusting.
It's just...
Because like the more I feel it right now, the more I'm like...
It's
Sheradyn
probably
is
you're just
going
sore.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just going crazy. I'm also, just in case anybody wanted to know, I know no one wants to know this, I am feeling gassy.
Thank you for sharing.
You're really welcome. And we went and got Mexican food before this. Not Jacob. I did. Sorry, Jacob.
It's okay. I'm not upset.
I'm full. Like I don't know if you recognize this about me. Most of the time when I'm going out to eat, I won't finish my food. Mm-hmm. Have you ever noticed that about me?
Yes. You are a leftovers person.
I'm a leftover girly. I really am. I ate all my food.
Wow. Sheradyn was hungry.
I was so hungry. Jacob, after the day that I've had, I was running on empty. I just smacked the shit out of that. Sorry.
That's okay.
I
I'm
was
like
running on
toggling
empty.
my microphone as we're doing this podcast. So you're welcome to the people who are watching the podcast, just seeing me struggle.
I had 3 IEPs today.
Wow.
And when I got home, I was like, I'm dead. And I don't know how I made it to dinner. I got a Diet Pepsi because Diet Coke was not available.
Why is that?
What is the deal?
What's the deal with that?
Pisses me off. But today they went, Pepsi okay? And I said, okay. Normally I'm like, ugh. And I normally kind of make a stink about it.
Right.
I didn't today. I was like, just give me something.
Just give me love.
Give me anything. And by the end of dinner, I was like, I'm a new girl.
Born again Sheradyn.
Sorry, we're supposed to talk about theater, and I was just talking about my personal life. I'm really sorry about that.
No, that's okay. I've missed you though, so
I've missed you, Jacob.
it's a good thing that we're like doing like an update on these IEPs and life.
Jacob, it was the longest minimum day of my life.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Oh my god, now that I've touched it, and I'm like, ow.
Oh my God.
I know. What is the deal?
Stop touching your boob on camera.
Sorry. People want to see it.
Okay.
They probably do.
I mean, maybe, but like that's not what we're about. And that's going to cost extra.
Yeah, you have to
And
pay
we already don't get paid for this.
You have to pay for that. You want to see our feet? Pay us.
Pay us.
You want to see both of our boobs? Pay us.
Pay us.
No. Just kidding. No, really though, if you want a picture of my feet, I'll do it.
Okay.
Do
I'll
you
let
want to
you
buy
know.
one?
Not right now. I've seen your feet. I'm looking at them right now.
Oh
Like
my
I
God,
have,
my little chody toadies.
I get unlimited access whenever I
Yeah.
want.
Look at
And
them.
you know
Look
that's
at
the
those
truth. Are you
dogs.
kidding?
What?
What?
What'd you say?
I said I have unlimited access to your feet. We all know it.
Yeah.
I don't have to
Anytime.
pay for it.
If you texted me, this is the best podcast we've ever done. If you texted me one day and you were like, Sheradyn, I need to see your toes.
Yeah.
It immediately. I don't care where I am. I'm taking my shoe off and I'm sending you.
And you're gonna send me a picture.
No,
And you
dead
know
ass.
I would do the same thing for you.
Would you really?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna text you at midnight. Toes.
I'm like, the only thing is, like,
Question mark.
if I'm at work, like, that'll be a little hard. Be like, you got to give me until I'm on my lunch, then I will. But
Just in the frozen section.
Yeah,
Dogs
just like-
up on the. No dogs on the bus.
no dogs allowed.
I'm in such a good mood today.
I'm so glad.
Yeah, and I hope that I can perk you up. My ear. Holy Toledes. Sorry.
Only Toledo. Toledo.
It is so. Fuck.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. See, we're both having headphone problems. I almost forgot to bring my
I can
headphones.
hear you talking
No way.
when I have them all the way on.
Oh, is that bad?
No. Wow.
Yeah.
That's thrilling, actually. Huh. Oh, jeez, he's so loud. I can hear him. Sorry.
Sorry. I had to cut that last time, too. I had to go in and
He
edit.
is so loud.
Because you were like, can we hear that? Can we hear that? And I was like, I don't know. Maybe we can.
Well, I could hear it on here when I had both of these on. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, we are getting used to our new space. We are making it more beautifuler.
More beautifuler than Cinderella, really. And we want to put up some, like, noise canceling, like, foam.
Yeah. And I mean, you guys can't see it, but like there are lights shining down on us right now.
Yeah, we're getting real up in this.
I would love to, when we're not poor,
Yeah.
be able to like afford like a nicer camera. Not
Yeah.
that this one, not that I'm hating on our little rinky dink Amazon camera.
Yeah, our skidamarinky dink.
You know, literally a rinky dink camera.
We love her.
But I think we want to move up in the world.
Jacob, next step, we get a new camera. I think we don't get a new camera until we get paid. Jacob, how do we get paid?
Okay, can someone pay us? Is
Please,
that what this podcast is going to be?
Does anyone pay us for our troubles?
Yeah, just sponsor us. We'll start a Patreon if
Wait,
that's
for
what
real? How do you get sponsors?
you have to.
Do
Well,
you have to pay for them?
I think, yeah, when you're starting out, when you're a podcast like us, because we're not celebrities,
When you're a little podcast,
as
I
much
could.
as we'd like to think, we are not actually famous.
I think we're pretty close.
I think
we're on the verge of
we're
breaking
so
through.
close. Maybe not A-list, but
pretty
maybe
silly.
probably B-list celebrities is what we are.
I think that's accurate.
So, but, because we're starting out, like, you have to definitely, like, it's kind of like you have to spend money to make money kind of thing. So,
Yeah, but like, who does that?
a lot of people do.
Oh my God! Can I tell him to be quiet?
Yeah,
You can keep this in here. I love it. I think it's funny when we're just talking. I'm like,
when
Jesus.
we're just not even talking about theater, even
Yeah,
though
not
that's
yet.
how we started.
We can talk about your shirt.
Well, yeah, it's hard to tell on camera.
It is kind of.
But that's okay. And for the people listening, you don't get to see anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So, but I'll talk about it. Actually, hold on, wait. Before we talk about it, we're going to get into our segment
Yeah.
really quick. And we all know it's normally, why am I getting fired or why am I getting hired? And I love that. I love that we do that segment. It makes me happy. But today I'm going to do the opposite. And I'm going to tell you why I'm not hiring somebody or
Yeah.
why I'm firing somebody.
Yeah.
And yes, I know this sounds petty. And yes, I know.
And yes, it is petty.
And it is. And I'm aware. But that's
Yeah.
okay. I'm just going to share my feelings now.
I think you should.
Okay. I'm getting fired. No, I'm getting fired. I'm firing you. I'm firing you.
Yeah.
If you come up to me at the check stand or
Yeah.
go to anybody at the check stand for that matter and say, you looked bored. I thought I'd give you something to do.
Oh.
I hate it.
I hate when people say
I
that.
hate that so much. I
Gosh,
think
ew, like go home.
it makes me more
You have
angry
nothing
than,
better to
oh,
do?
it didn't scan. It must be free. Like, the, you look bored makes me very upset. Because I'm like, I wasn't bored. I was enjoying the serenity and the peace and the quiet of not having to talk to you.
I used to hate that at Build-A-Bear. If there wasn't a tag, I'd be like, oh, no tag. And they'd be like, free. And I'd be like, actually, look, there's a SKU number on this little tag. And they're like, are you serious? I'm like,
Yeah, I'm like, oh no, I will get a price. Trust me, I'll find it.
I'll find the price. Even if I wanted to be nice, because you said that, I'm not going to be nice.
Exactly. I'm like,
I would have been nice, but then you made a stink.
Like, then you made a comment, and I know you thought you were a comedian. You were not.
But simply,
a comedian.
we're the comedians in the room.
We are the funny ones.
There's only room for us.
And no one else.
No one else.
So
no one else can be funny. We're the only funny people in the world, in case you
people.
didn't know.
Yeah. Well, Sheradyn's the funny one.
No, it's Jacob, actually.
But it's not true.
I don't think I'm that funny.
I think you're funnier than me.
Be for real.
I am for real.
Jacob, I'm not funnier than you. I'm going to fight you by kissing you right on the mouth right now.
Let's do it. Let's just give the people what they want. What is this podcast?
I don't know, but it's great. It's everything I've ever wanted, really. No, Jacob, I'm not funnier than you. Like, dead ass, like, on everything. If there was a test, like, you're funnier. Dead ass.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I do think I'm funny. I was about to say, I don't
was
think
like,
I'm funny.
no, you're very funny.
I do think I'm funny. I'll take it. Thank you. You hear those things? All the ACs.
Oh, I was like, is that my computer?
Other apartamentos.
I thought it was my computer.
No, it's just
my computer
loud
always
in
be
here.
loud.
Oh, about being funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm funny, but I don't think I'm funnier than you.
Okay, we can agree to disagree.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, this is what we do. If
off
we have an
topic.
argument,
Yeah.
we talk it out like friends.
We talk it out.
We are real with each other.
You know, let's be honest. Sometimes I have a really hard time when people call me out. And I'm like, ouchie, they're going to be mad at me forever.
I know.
And I need to get over that.
And I
need
tell
to be
you,
an adult about
I'm like,
it.
Sheradyn, let it go.
Sheradyn, get over yourself.
Simply let it go.
Sheradyn, grow up.
And you go, I can't do that.
Sheradyn, grow a pair. Sheradyn, put your big girl panties on.
Sheradyn, would you get your head out of your ass? It's not a hat.
Yeah, sometimes I do really need that tough love. Oh, man. Because I remember, like, when was it? Maybe, like, a couple weeks ago, you were like, Sheradyn, you did not seem happy on that podcast. And I was like, I was. And you were like, Sheradyn? And I was thinking about it. I was like, Jacob's so mad at me. I was so tired, and I wasn't in a good mood, and I don't know why I wasn't in a good mood.
No, I was not mad at you.
I thought you were. That's what I'm saying.
I thought you were upset with me because I was watching back that footage.
No.
And I'm very happy. Like, I know there was a lot going on, but I was like, and maybe that was totally me, like, overanalyzing. I was like, man.
I think I was just
upset with me.
No, I wasn't upset with you at all. I think I was just a little bit tired, and I was like also trying to be like, hi.
Yeah, I'm like, let your freak flag fly.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on, but I wasn't mad at you. Let's just clear the air here.
Let's just address
the elephant in the room.
Right now.
I, in fact, was not mad at you.
I was like, I did, in fact, bring you a gift.
You did.
Last episode.
I thought you were about to be like, again. And I was like, no, you didn't.
No, not this time.
No, you didn't.
No.
Oh, my gosh.
I can't wait to wear those again, though. I'm very excited.
I wore mine to work.
I wore mine, I think, one
Did you know Target has those shirts? It says Wicked in that same logo.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
In the Target women's section.
Well, I do identify as a man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, nothing wrong with men wearing women's clothing. I just don't
life.
like the look on me personally.
You know,
I don't like my body type.
let's talk about that because I hate women's cut clothes. Like
yeah.
it's like a scoop neck. Give me a t-shirt.
Right.
Give me a thicker material. I don't want the
I'm like, it's super
see-through
thin.
shit.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? My tummy.
No, I didn't hear it.
It literally went. Sorry. Gosh, what are we doing?
I don't know. We haven't talked about theater at all.
And we're 13 minutes in.
We're 13 minutes in.
Really like 15. It's
Okay, it's
like
fine.
adding 2.
Who cares?
It's amazing.
So, okay,
Look at us.
but speaking of shirts.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree
That
with you.
was really good.
Thank you so much. That brings us to our first sponsor, Custom No, it's,
Imagine.
I wish. Custom Ink, please sponsor us.
Yeah.
We should reach out to them.
Okay.
Anyway, but yes, no, I agree with you about, certain cuts of shirts. But that's why I'm like, anyone can wear, any kind of clothing and whatever. I'm like, it's fine. I just don't like, women's clothing on me per se.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that just does not look right or okay on my body for me. But so the shirt that I'm currently wearing, which is hard to see on camera anyway, but
Yeah.
if you're listening, who cares? I got a shirt and it says "The Tour, the Tour, the Tour" from Beetlejuice the musical.
Oh my gosh. I was supposed to go. I'm sorry that I didn't.
It's okay. Yeah, so I saw Beetlejuice the musical.
I can talk about something after this. Sorry,
Okay.
I just thought of something.
No, you're good. I saw Beetlejuice the musical with the middle school kids that I am assistant directing, which goes up this week. Actually, they're doing Bye Bye Birdie. It's not called Bye Bye Birdie Junior, but basically that's what it is.
Yeah.
And it was so cool because a lot of them had never seen a professional touring production like that before, and so it was just adorable, like seeing how they were like so mind blown. They were like, they moved that set so fast.
Yeah.
In seconds. I was like, I was like, yeah.
And we're just like, yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Grow up.
And I was trying to like really like remind them and impress them. I was like, guys, like Beetlejuice and Lydia, we're seeing understudies right now.
Yes.
Like that's so cool. Like, and they're doing
It is
amazing.
actually really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I didn't know anyone in this touring company, so I really don't care who I see. But I think it's really cool to see understudies in this kind of situation.
Did you guys end up taking like a nice bus?
No, we did not.
Because you were talking to me about it. It was a school bus?
Yes, we ended up taking a school bus. There was a lot of stuff that was going on that you're well aware of with your district, which we won't get into too many details right now, but there was basically an internet outage going on, and that kind of affected a lot of planning things for how this field trip was going to go. So
were there parents that went too?
no, I don't think. Well, yes, there was one parent, but their kid wasn't a student currently. Like, they're a high school student now, but they went to the show. There was a good amount of chaperones.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, it was fun. I had a good time. I was hanging out with all of the teachers and all of them just chilling. We went to Chipotle before.
Oh my gosh, with everyone?
So there were different groups. You had your choice between Chipotle, McDonald's, Panera Bread, and I think Jack in the Box, but nobody went to Jack in the Box.
Who wants to go to Jack in the Crack before a show?
I mean, if I want curly fries, I'm going to go. But not before a show.
I haven't had those in so long.
They're so good. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't help but think, I'm like, Red Robin is just right across the street. That's mine and Sheradyn's place.
Yeah, it is.
But it's okay. The Chipotle was pretty good. I like the Chipotle.
Who was in your group?
I had our teacher, and who else did we have? I think we had three adults in our group that were with us, and maybe like about 10 to 15 kids, I think.
Oh, that's good.
I think.
Just in your Chipotle group?
Yes. Just in that group. Yeah. And I realized, I was like, oh my God, this Chipotle is probably going to hate us because we all walked in and there's this big group of kids.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no.
Did you guys end up getting there with like plenty of time?
We had plenty of time. We were there probably for like an hour, just eating the Chipotle, shooting the shit. And then
what time did you leave here?
We left the good old City of Marietta at around probably in total like 3:20.
Oh,
give or take.
So right after school.
Yeah. No, well, because it was minimum day.
Oh.
Because it was a week ago. So they got to go home. I got ready beforehand and showed up, and yeah. So there was not a luxury bus, but that's okay.
But that's what you were promised.
I was promised that, but in the end, I also didn't want to drive, so I was just fine being a passenger princess. And
yeah.
I am comfy.
I kind of dig buses. I really do.
Yeah, and like honestly, it gave me like the nostalgia, like field trip feeling. Like, you know, when you go on a field trip, and like I'm like, when am I gonna have that again?
And that's such a good field trip. Like,
it was so fun. And yeah, the kids loved it. I am liking the music more that I'm listening to the songs after the fact, because I did not care for them much in the moment. But I like the song "Say My Name." Is really fun, and then the daylight coming, we won't go home, which is iconic from the movie, but they do it very fun on stage. So
I just love what Adam and Barbara sing. Barbara 2.0.
That one's fun too. Yeah.
Or the Maitlands 2.0. It's so good.
Yeah, it's such a fun show. And they did some things differently because it's a touring production than what they can do on Broadway. So they had to like adjust certain things. And I found that out when I was listening to the cast recording.
Oh, different lyrics?
Yeah, well, no, different like circumstances. Because I was like, huh, I think Adam and Barbara just fell through the floor right now.
Yeah.
Because they don't do that in the touring show.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, huh.
What do they do instead?
They so spoiler alert if you guys
Yeah.
want to go see Beetlejuice the musical, because it's very different than the movie.
Yeah.
In the movie, the characters are driving their car and they swerve to hit a dog and they fall into a river and they die in their car. In the original Broadway production, it sounds like they fall through the floor.
They do.
And in the touring version, they get electrocuted.
Whoa.
Yeah, so like they like there was like a weird power thing with their house and they like plugged in something at the same time and it zapped them both and they died. And I was like, that's creative, because like I understand like the floor thing, like you can't use trapdoors really on a tour set. So, but it worked.
Wow.
It was really cool. And I had no idea because I'd never listened to it before.
That's fun. The thing I was going to talk about, I want to go down to Balboa.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to go to the Old Globe. And I want to see the musical Ride.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
No, I haven't seen it. But
have you seen the videos of it?
I've seen some videos of it. Yeah, it looks pretty
Jacob,
cool.
I want to go so badly.
When does it close?
The 28th.
Oh, I can't go.
I know.
I have no time to go see that.
I know. I'm really sad about it. I really want to go. I just love Alex Fink.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love her. And I can't get the two songs out of my head that have been released like videos.
Okay. Well, come back.
Yeah.
Ride.
It'll probably go to Broadway next.
That'd
It's
be
only
cool.
a two-women show.
That's so cool.
I know.
That's really cool.
And you know, like when you hear new songs and you're like, I could sing that.
Mm-hmm.
Very much songs that I'm like, I think I could use that for auditions if I ever audition again.
When you audition again?
I don't know.
One day. I hope you do something.
We'll see.
Sheradyn, this is her announcing her official retirement of acting.
I'm just so busy right now.
You are so busy, but that's okay. I mean, when I did The Ferryman, our lead actor, did acting and then took a pause. He became a lawyer, and then he came back to acting.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm like, so it's possible. Like, I think you'll come back to it one day for sure.
But yeah, I think that people, if you're listening to this, go on YouTube and look up Ride, the musical. Not Ride the Cyclone, Ride.
Ride.
It's about Annie Londonderry.
Okay.
And I believe she was the first woman to ride her bike around the world.
Wow.
Yeah. See this through.
That's really cool.
It's so, I want to go.
I've never been to the Globe.
Either have I. I thought that you just went.
No, I just auditioned for them.
That's what it was.
I got rejected. Like,
oh my God, officially?
That's okay.
Jacob, we were talking about that and you were like, I still don't know.
Yeah, so I just, when a couple days ago, I just got that email basically being like, thank you so much. It was the nicest, nicest breakup email. They're like, thank you so much for submitting. Basically, we had so much talent to choose from. We're not moving forward with you, but please audition in the future. Yada, yada. The same spiel, And
yeah, the same.
I'm not too upset about it because, I mean, of course, like, there's always that, like, sting, like, ouch, you didn't want me?
A little ouchie, yeah.
Like, what was wrong? But then I'm like, wait, my audition was not very good to begin with because I found something last minute and learned something kind of quick and don't even know if I learned the scene appropriately because I didn't know the whole show. So, I mean,
yeah,
I'm not too bent over about it. I'm not bent over about it. I'll bent up about it, but still.
Also, I think I saw somewhere Dear Evan Hansen is going on another tour.
Really? I thought they were done, so.
I think they're doing a non-act tour.
Well.
I could be wrong.
Don't look at me.
I don't know. But there's also a lot of stuff is coming out right now of it's like award season. Mm-hmm. And a lot of stuff is coming out for like who's going to be nominated. Like first it's like Drama Desk and then it's like Critics Circle and then all this stuff. And there are so many new musicals right now. The Notebook. Mm-hmm. Have you listened to that?
Sheradyn, I haven't seen it. I have not listened to it.
Jacob, you have to. It's The Notebook. You've seen the movie.
Have I?
You've never
I've
seen the
never
movie?
seen the whole movie.
Okay, let's be honest, because I saw it really late.
I've seen clips of it. I've never seen the whole movie.
The first time I watched it was on a plane in COVID. There were only like 25 people on my plane. We were in awful turbulence, and I was crying my eyes out by myself.
Okay, so 2020 is when you saw it for the first time.
That's what I'm saying. I saw it late. And then we just watched it a couple weeks ago, actually.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I saw one of your favorites for the first time with you, The Proposal.
Oh, God.
We watched that
It's so good.
over FaceTime on Netflix together. That was a good time.
We watched it over FaceTime? Mm-hmm. During COVID?
Yeah. Or I think over COVID. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think we watched that one over FaceTime.
We did. It was just the two of us. You're like, let's watch a movie.
The two of us. Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's cute. I remember that.
Then, 'cause, like the next day,
Go ahead.
who was it? Betty White?
Died?
Yeah. It was something like that.
her.
It was like super soon after.
I remember that now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We were like,
Yeah. No, that movie is fantastic.
Yeah, it was a
Sandra
good movie.
Bullock, Ryan Reynolds.
love me some Sandy Bullock.
Love Sandy B.
I mean, love Sandy B.
Yeah. No, but The Notebook is great.
Okay.
But anyways, so that's a musical, The Outsiders,
The Outsiders.
that was down at La Jolla.
Which I'm kind of upset about because I should have gone to
Me
see it when it was
too.
here in La Jolla.
Me
and,
too.
and we didn't go.
Limpica.
I have seen Limpica. I saw
Okay,
the La Jolla
did you
Playhouse
like
version.
it?
I thought it was okay.
Okay.
Okay, again, my opinion is I'm not the biggest fan of sing-throughs.
Oh, it's a sing-through.
And that's how Act 1 was. Act 2 is not as much sing-through. So I did enjoy Act 2 a little bit more. But sing-throughs are not really my jam.
Yeah.
Especially if it's the first time I'm seeing it. I'm like, you gotta give me a second to like really process.
To understand.
But
yeah.
I thought it was all right. The cast itself was great. I have
It's the same cast, I think.
Yeah, I'm like, I have no idea how much of like the staging and all that stayed the same in their transfer to Broadway. But I know there was, because when I saw it, there was like a lot of screens and projections.
I think
and
it's
stuff.
the same.
Okay. Yeah, so I've seen that.
That's crazy. Water for Elephants.
Yes.
Merrily We Roll Along. That's not new, but
Which I've heard Water for Elephants. I've heard it's great, and I've also heard it's terrible.
I've heard it's amazing.
Yeah, so I guess it just depends on who you talk to and
Yeah.
what kind of theater is your jam.
Suffs.
I don't know what that is.
I think it's about like women in politics.
Oh, well, I do love that. Even though
My upstairs neighbors, sorry.
I'm not gonna lie, politics are not my favorite. If I'm being honest. But that's okay.
I agree with you. I feel like there's another one that I'm missing.
Great Gatsby, has that opened yet?
Gatsby. Yeah. And you want to know what's weird? So the Great Gatsby musical is opening on Broadway. Jeremy Jordan, Eva Noble Lozada. But then there's another version of Gatsby opening at ART with like Ben Levi Ross, Celia Pfeiffer.
Interesting.
And I'm like, what's the difference?
I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Is one a musical? Is one not?
I think, or they might both be musicals.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of weird.
I said that's a choice.
That is a choice.
It's kind of like when they decided to release like Snow White and the Huntsman and Mirror Mirror like all in the same year, and I'm like, why are we releasing two movies about Snow White but not? You know?
Oh my gosh, Rachel Zegler's gonna be on Broadway.
Yeah, she is, and good for her. But Kit Connor from Heartstopper.
I know. Like I said, I'm fangirling. I'm fangirling big.
I totally am, because I'm like, and then Joe Locke, who is in Sweeney Todd right now, and I really was like, oh, he's not. I'm like, he's just stunt casted.
And
I heard him sing,
so good.
and I was like, damn it! I'm like, why is he so good? Makes me upset.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm happy for them, and it was so cute because Kit Connor posted like his like, oh, I'm going to Broadway for Romeo and Juliet, and Joe Locke commented, "Can I come?" And I was like, that's so freaking cute.
That is so cute. Do you know if it's a musical?
Yes.
It is?
I think it is a musical.
Kit Connor can sing.
You know, I've never heard him sing, but
we didn't know Joe Locke.
I didn't know Joe Locke could. So
oh my gosh, you guys go listen to Joe Locke singing "Nothing's Gonna Harm You." No,
he's so
sir,
good.
Not while I'm
not gonna lie, I thought we were gonna get another Cameron Dallas situation, and I was kind of excited about it.
This was so
And Joe Locke started singing. I was like, damn, he can sing. He's really good.
Yes.
Like, that's not fair. It's not fair at all.
That's not fair.
Charlie Spring is singing on a
I
Broadway
know.
stage.
Who else is a big oh, Sunset Boulevard is coming to Broadway with Nicole Scherzinger,
Yeah,
which
I've heard of
as
that.
Norma
I don't know what
Desmond.
Sunset Boulevard is.
I don't either. I
But
just
I've
know
heard of
Norma
it.
Desmond. I don't know who
The
Norma.
Wiz is back on Broadway.
The Wiz is back on Broadway, and the tour, I believe it's the same cast except for The Wiz is played by Wayne Brady.
Great. You know, I feel kind of bad. Like, when we have these opportunities, they're like, we're starting this out in California, and it's in San Diego, and it's like,
And
maybe
then
we should
our asses
go.
don't
and we
fucking
don't
go.
go. Like, what's wrong with us?
And the one that we did go to is not on Broadway.
No, and I'm kind of upset about that. And
Well, then let's go see Redwood. Is it still there?
no, that closed.
Shit.
Yeah, I was like, no, that's over.
That's probably going to Broadway.
And well, because you've expressed your opinions about the
Adele
lead in that-
Dazeem?
Adele Dazeem.
Yeah, Idina Menzel. I've seen her.
I had a
I've
friend
seen her with my
involved
own
in
eyes.
that production
In what production?
in Redwood.
Who?
Gio, he was on our podcast.
Gio was in that show?
He was an understudy. Yeah,
For who? Zachary Noah Pizer?
I don't know who he was an
That
understudy
has
for,
to be.
but he was.
Did he go on?
I don't know. But Gio, he was on our podcast back in
Yeah.
the day. Yeah, he was in that show.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and
Listen, I don't have an issue with Idina Menzel.
Mm-hmm.
I just think she's overhyped.
yeah, that's fine.
That's it. Because I'm sorry. When you go to a show and she's the headliner, great. When her first line is, "Hey, it's me," and the audience leaps to their feet for her saying, "Hey, it's me," sit down and watch the show.
They were excited.
Jacob.
Sheradyn, you're telling me that if
That I didn't leap out of my seat? You're damn right I didn't.
You're telling me that when you're on Broadway and I go to see your show, I'm
Yeah.
going to get in trouble when I stand and start applauding you for when you enter?
Jacob, you're not going to do that because you have theater etiquette. I'm not going to come in and be like, "You missed me." And you're not going to be the sole person in the audience.
No, because everyone else will do it.
Jacob, no one's going to do that. No one's going to know who I am.
Well, not at first, but Sheradyn, when you're
The world will know my
when you're
name.
really famous, it's gonna happen.
I hit the thing again, sorry. Jacob, it's not going to happen.
Well, let me dream. I want to live.
Let me live.
I want to be famous by association.
Jacob, let's be real. You're going to get it before me.
Nope, because I just got rejected from another show. Ooh.
Jacob, can we talk about dream shows and who we'd want to play?
Yeah,
That
we can
sounds
talk
fun.
about whatever we want.
It's our podcast.
It's our podcast.
It's ours. Or we can talk about shows that like, oh, there's no role for me in that.
Well, yeah. Also, hold on, wait.
Sorry.
What were we talking about before? We were talking about,
Broadway.
yes, and shows that we had seen that didn't go there. Because Bangin' It.
Yeah,
Was-
Bangin' It didn't go.
And it was great, and it should have. And now it's not even called Bangin' It anymore.
Bhangra Nation.
Bhangra Nation.
Bangin' It is so much better.
And like the opening song is, they're like, banging it, banging it. I don't know why they changed the name. But
Bhangra Nation, Bhangra Nation.
do you know what I was thinking? And like, I know it's not true, but I was like, oh no, remember when we talked about how it was going to Chicago?
Yeah.
And that was public knowledge because there was an audition out.
Oh my God, do you think that like someone heard it and they were like, we can't go?
Of course. They're like, we can't. But like, I know that's not true. Like, I was like,
You
did
said, "Of
we
course it's-"
shut down this production?
Did we shut down Bangin' It?
No. But, because that news was already out there, but we did cut. We were like, we know someone who's going to be in the cast. And we were like, oh, we don't know if that information is public knowledge yet. So then we cut that part out of the podcast.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I was like, did we shut down Bangin' It?
Oh,
Is
no.
that why it never went to Chicago?
I wonder
don't
what
know.
happened. I thought it was going to Boston.
Oh, it was going to Boston, not Chicago. You're so right.
Oh, thank you.
Boston is correct.
I was-
As I was saying, I
really,
was like,
for
Chicago
real-
sounds weird.
Jacob, do you want to know what just went through my brain? I for real was like, I'm going to say Boston. And I thought you were going to go, Boston's in Chicago. And my whole life was going to be a lie in that moment. I really thought you were going to be like, Sheradyn, Boston is Chicago. And I literally would have
Boston
looked.
is in Chicago,
I literally would have been
Illinois.
like, my whole life is a lie.
No.
Like, why did that go through my head? For a second, because when I said it, you kind of gave me like a blank stare, and I was like, "Fuck, those aren't even in the same state."
No, I'm the moron.
Right?
You're right. It was
Boston
It was
is
going to Boston.
Massachusetts.
Boston, Massachusetts. Yeah.
Chicago, Illinois.
Right. No, Chicago's
made
a
me
state.
If you sat here and went Boston's a state, I would be like,
Yeah, I'm like the state of Boston.
I probably would have been like, I believe you.
I'd be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, a couple years ago, I'd been like, I believe you.
Like, right. No, have
Do
you
you know Philadelphia?
Yeah, what about it?
I thought that was a state. Wait. What?
Philadelphia?
You know when people are like, oh, Philly.
Yeah.
It was a state.
You said the state of Philadelphia?
Yes.
Is it not a state? I'm kidding, but now that we're talking,
Pennsylvania.
no, I know that, but now like I was freaking out. I was like, wait a minute, you could have told me if Philadelphia was a state. Yeah, I was like, that's in Pennsylvania, right?
Doesn't it sound like a state?
No, it totally does. But you got me scared for a second. I was really, really believing. I was like, if you're about to tell me that Philadelphia is a state,
You said it's a state?
I was like, and this is why people are like, these guys are fucking idiots.
This is why we're getting fired, because we don't know all 50 states.
Yeah. Also, was there a reason why you're firing somebody?
Oh, probably because I don't like when people call me out for doing something wrong.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Guilty.
I'm going to fire you. I don't have time to be around you.
Sorry.
If you're going to call me out, okay, do it in a nice way. I'm trying my best.
I was like, but Sheradyn will rehire me in about a week. It'll take some time, but she'll need me back.
No, this wasn't about you. This is about people at work. Legit. I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired of it.
I'm getting real damn tired.
I'm getting real tired of people going, Sheradyn, don't do that. And I said, I'm trying my best.
Said, leave me alone.
I said, I'm trying to keep everything in line.
Hey, Lord, you know I'm trying. Anyway,
Yeah. I genuinely don't think that I could tell you all 50 states.
I could, but it would take me a minute.
Only 1 minute? That's pretty fast.
No, more than a minute. Jesus.
Well, are there any other cities that like sound like states to you? Or any states that you're like, that's a state?
No.
Like, why is Kansas a state? What the fuck is that? Sorry to those of you listening from Kansas. Love you, Dorothy.
Love ya. Love you, girl.
Love you, Auntie M.
No, I don't know. The state of Albuquerque, maybe.
Yeah.
I guess that's the closest one, but like I know
That
Albuquerque's
tracks.
in New Mexico. Thank you, High School Musical, for teaching me.
Thank you so much.
But yeah,
There's
I think
got to
that's
be
it.
another one. Like Bismarck. That's in North Dakota.
Bismarck.
Yeah.
That sounds like a state.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that kind of sounds like a state.
Tallahassee.
Tallahassee.
Florida.
Yeah, that's in Florida. I know that one. Nashville.
Nashville.
Tennessee.
Tennessee. We should just go through. I know all the
I
capitals.
know all the I don't know all the capitals.
I
Are you
actually
kidding me?
pride myself. I think I know a good amount of capitals.
Not me. No. I actually don't. I know Sacramento.
California.
California is my
You
home.
know, yeah, California is my home. You know, on that like heads up game,
Yeah.
I make people do the states and capitals one with me
Oh.
because I'm really confident in my knowledge on capitals.
Yeah, see, I'm like, I don't know how I'm supposed to help
Like-
you.
Do you know the capital of Iowa?
I really couldn't.
Who the fuck lives in Iowa? Sorry.
My Aunt Janelle's family,
Yes.
they live in Iowa.
Isn't it Des Moines?
Sure.
Des Moines,
I
Iowa.
don't know. Des Moines?
Des Moines.
Des Moines. Des Moines. Sorry.
Sorry, it was the tongue between your teeth. Oh my god. What else?
Oh my god.
What else were we gonna talk about?
Well,
Oh, dream shows.
Dream shows, yeah.
Jacob.
Let's talk about it.
Like, if you were on Broadway, what role would you like? What show would you want it to be, and who would you play?
I think I now officially, because like I was like, why have I never said that before? And like I know it's possible because I've now seen it, but I would love to be in Cursed Child.
Yeah.
I would love to do it. I'd have to. I'm too old for the boys. Well, I'm not too old, but I'm too tall. I can't be Elvis or Scorpius. I'd love to play Scorpius though if I could, but I did see a black Ron Weasley when I went, so I'm like, okay. I'm like, I could play Ron. Just give me that wig that he was wearing. I could do it.
What color wig was it?
It was.
Was it still red?
I think it was kind of like a reddish tint, kind of. I don't know. It looked interesting, or maybe there wasn't a wig, but I don't know.
Yeah.
He was great. He did well in the role. I was a little bummed because I think it was supposed to be David Abeles when I went, and we'd seen him in San Francisco.
After just having a baby.
Yeah, and I think he had taken over the role on Broadway, and so I was kind of excited to see him, but he had an understudy go on, which is totally fine. Swing Nation, amazing.
Yeah, Swing Nation.
But I'd love to do Cursed Child, because that's not a musical.
Jacob, I need you to stop saying stuff like that.
I will never feel fully confident until I maybe do like a vocal voice lesson, a voice coach, and I don't have money for that. And I know where I stand, and I'm not the best singer. Mm-hmm. Oh, or if they ever decided that Ogie could be tall,
yes,
I'd love to play Ogie in Waitress. Yes.
Oh my gosh, that would be so good.
Yeah, I'm like, that is a fun role.
Mm-hmm. You know, I really want to play Nessa in Wicked.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
like,
yes,
I think I'd be great.
You'd be fantastic.
Thank you. Sorry about that. I also really want to play Rose in Dogfight.
Okay.
I don't think vocally I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
But gosh, I want to play that role. So badly.
Just do it.
I also think it's time for a Seussical revival.
Sheradyn, you love that show.
I love it. Me and Andrew Feldman need to talk about it.
Yeah.
And it's not even just because he loves it. I literally have like preached about this since I was little.
Yeah, I know.
I was in the show. I love Seussical the musical. And maybe that makes me tacky. Whatever. I also really want to play Fiona in Shrek. Anyways. Mm-hmm. But Seussical, like, I want to play Gertrude. I played Maisie when I was in 3rd grade. Mm-hmm. Far too young to play that role.
Yeah, I'm like, I know we've talked about that before.
Yeah. But, like, I think the world needs Seussical.
Seussical, the musical.
It could be so slay.
It could be so slay?
Yeah, it could be so slay.
Do kids still say that?
No.
I was like, did we just date ourselves?
I was just thinking about it right
slay.
now. It could be so slay.
You know, okay, so we talked about, because, like, these are roles, like, maybe, like, I could get into that. So, like, if we could, like, gender bend roles or, like, roles that we couldn't do.
Yeah.
I'd love to play Glinda.
Yeah.
Love to do that. If there were a way to, like, edit and kind of, like, revise the, like, villain plot of things of Thoroughly Modern Millie, I'd love to play Millie.
I want to play Jimmy.
Millie is such a fun part.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I loved, honestly, like, I know it's kind of like controversial with certain things, but honestly, how we did the show, I felt more comfortable because we actually had an Asian person in the role of Mrs. Mears. So for one of our casts, at least, but the music is so fun in that show.
It's so good.
And the energy is just so great. I know we had Tristan come on this podcast and he totally did not have the best experience, but I loved doing that show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hope that we can kind of, I would love if they could find a way to like revive that and like maybe like update it and modernize it. I think that'd be kind of cool.
I think I'd like to play Damien in Mean Girls.
Oh, I'd love to play Damien in Mean Girls.
Janice and Damien.
And then
we would be
we'll
so
switch.
good.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
like our dream show together, I think.
Oh, yeah. That was what we wanted to do for an alumni show.
Yeah.
And that couldn't happen because
Yeah.
the high school kids did it, and you assistant directed, and they were wonderful. They were
pretty good.
pretty good.
Pretty good.
They're pretty good.
Pretty good.
But yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
On what?
About an alumni show?
I think it's a great idea.
I think so too.
And I think that it is maybe happening.
Are we going to be the ones to like formally like announce it on this podcast, like when it officially happens?
I think that we should.
We'll like formally announce it.
I
And,
mean,
we'll blast
nothing's
it
like
out.
formal, but like I
course.
think the ball's rolling.
I think the ball is That's what I mean. I'm like, the conversations are happening.
The conversations.
I've had some people ask me, they're like,
happening.
"What's going on?" I was like, "Listen,
I'm not at liberty to say.
But yes, there are talks, and
Yeah.
I don't know
The
what
last
the show
thing that
will
I
be.
talked to you about, I think, is where it's heading.
Really? How interesting.
I know.
Okay, we'll have to
We'll
talk
have to
about
chat
that
after,
this. But
which doesn't make sense based off of other conversations.
yeah,
I think that it's fine.
is it too late to have a conversation with this person and be like,
No.
listen,
Everything's still up in the air.
here's my pitch
Yeah.
and why. I think
What's
this
your
will work."
pitch?
Well, I don't want to say.
Oh.
I don't want to say yeah, just in case. I want to like actually like give me a second to do some homework.
Yeah.
I would love to create a pitch and be like, let's do this.
Yeah. Because of X, Y, and Z.
Yes.
I think that it would be really fun, and I would love to get back on stage.
Yes.
Really.
I want people, I'm going to have to find someone. I'll call up a good friend, Edric, and be like, listen, I need a videographer to just be your job because I want to document the experience of us coming back.
Like encores.
Yes. Let's call Kristen Bell. Be like, hey, do you want to do an encore like reunion special? And
Wait. But it would
like-
have to be the same show.
no, well, like that's what I mean. Like it could be like an encore like presentation. Because
Yeah.
like we'll be like, we're just doing an alumni reunion show. Like, here you go.
Oh my gosh.
Put that on Disney Plus.
Email her.
I'll email her. She probably won't see it, but
But Jacob, that could get us like a set.
yeah, you get us
Dr.
some
Kristen
money.
Bell.
I'll talk to Kristen Bell.
I'll email
I'd
her.
love to be her friend.
She just seems like a gem.
She seems so nice.
Yeah.
I
How did we
really
get
want to be
here?
her friend. How did we get here?
How do we even get here?
I don't know, but yes, alumni show.
Yeah.
Bell is rolling, and we know there are people interested.
Yeah, we did get some people that are interested.
And let me tell you, if it does happen,
Mm-hmm.
there's going to be guests on this podcast because
Yeah.
I'm like, we'll
We'll do some episodes.
do some episodes. I'm like, we'll have access to people and be like, all right, we're rehearsing from this time, and then you are staying back for another hour so you can do an episode with our podcast.
Yeah, that would be so fun.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyways, I don't know if we're even allowed to say what we've said. Who cares?
Who cares? Who's gonna report us?
Who's gonna report?
Imagine
us?
it gets shut
I
down.
ain't heard. No.
Oops.
Yeah. I just want to get back on stage. Really.
Yes,
I just want to sing my little heart out.
like me too. It's been so long since I've been on stage. It's been about a month.
So long for you. What is in your hand?
My phone.
Oh, I thought it was a tape measure. The way that it was like seated in your hand.
Sit it in my hand.
Yeah, sit
Yeah.
in hand.
Anyway, are you seeing any shows anytime soon?
See this through. I want to go see Ride.
Yes. Well, we know you want to see it, but will you go see it?
If they have a show on Monday night, I might go.
Heck yeah. Do it.
But they might be dark on Mondays.
Well, I'm sorry.
We're gonna go see Wicked in December. But it's only May. Pretty much. It's the end of it.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
I think I'm going to see Ben Platt this summer.
Oh, that's cool. In concert?
Yeah, at the Civic.
Nice.
Want to go?
Sure.
Okay. For his new album.
Okay.
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 Just tell me when. I'm seeing Frozen in Denver, Colorado.
That's right. Jacob, it's really good, actually.
I'm excited. I've seen a slime tutorial of it,
No, but it's great in person.
so I'm very excited to see it in person.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
And I personally I like Frozen. I think Frozen's fun.
The songs are really great.
Yeah, I know most of them.
No, but I mean...
In summer.
I mean, like, the ones that were made, like, for the musical.
Yeah, for the show.
Like the Hans songs. I love them. I call to your kingdom.
I'm going with my godfather, and he's never even seen the animated film. So I'm like, that'll be
I saw it
fun.
on Broadway.
You saw it on Broadway? I wanted to see it on Broadway because I was there, and none of my friends wanted to go.
Listen, I am notorious for making a fool of myself at the stage door. And just saying things that maybe...
I was like, what did you do at this one?
Oh, at Frozen?
Yeah, what was this
John
one?
Riddle, who played Hans. I was like 2 people behind. Like, gate, like, John Riddle, gate.
Yeah.
Person, Sheradyn. Hey. And I was, can you sign this? Yeah. So I handed it to him. And I said, sir, you sound like angels are flying out of your mouth when you're singing. And he goes, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And I was like, you're welcome. And I was like, why did I say that?
Well, I mean, my favorite one is when you asked if they played Shrek and Donkey. That's my favorite.
To the guy who played Donkey in Shrek when I saw him in freaking Book of Mormon on Broadway.
Yeah.
What else have I done? To freaking Christopher Jackson. Excuse me, Lin-Manuel Miranda's friend.
His friend.
I was like, it was such a tender moment. It was really sweet. And I was like, your voice is really fantastic. Like, you're incredible. And he looked at me with so much sincerity in his eyes, and he goes, thank you, baby.
Thank you, baby. He called you baby.
And I was like,
baby.
but in like a nice, like, fatherly way.
Of course.
It was so sweet.
Yeah.
And then when I met Gavin Creel, I was like, hi. You're my idol. Yeah. And he was like, shut up. And I was like, I'm so serious. He goes, is this your first Broadway show? And I was like, listen, it was supposed to be, but I got a little too excited and we saw a show last night. He goes, that's okay. What's your name? I was like, Sheradyn. And he wrote like to Sheradyn on my thing.
To Sheradyn.
And I was like, I really love you. Whoa, my hair. I was like, I really look up to you. Like, you're fantastic. And he was like, thank you so much. We had a nice little moment. And then when I was leaving after I met everyone else in Book of Mormon at the time, I was like, bye, Gavin. And he goes, bye, Sheradyn. And I was like, he remembered my name. And then he didn't remember me a couple of years later when I was home in Waitress.
That's okay.
That's okay.
I mean, why didn't we try... I mean, maybe they didn't come out, but why didn't we try to stage door Into the Woods?
I don't know.
Maybe we were just tired. We were in LA.
We were sick. I was sick.
I was like, I wasn't sick.
I was sick.
That's right. You were.
I was sick as a dog. I spent that whole show with a tissue up my nose.
But we could have seen Gavin again.
God, I love Gavin.
I know.
But I think it was also like a lot of them weren't stage dooring.
Right. I remember, like, after COVID, I didn't...
Everyone's been weird about it.
When Elijah and I went to New York in 2022, we didn't even bother trying to stage door any of those shows because that was still, like, the mask era. Like, we had to wear masks during show.
Yeah.
And I feel like most of my stage door experiences have been fine. I know some people really hate when people stage door. Mm-hmm. I think it's kind of cool, and like
it's fun.
As an actor, I'd love to see people at a stage door.
I used to practice like signing playbills.
Of course, we practice for each other. Hi,
we've done the pictures. I've literally like signed.
Yeah, multiple. Who hasn't?
It's so embarrassing.
But like, we have dreams, okay? Okay. No, but the one that I'm always like, if
Jacob,
I could turn back time. If I could turn back time. When I ignored
I know.
Benjamin Puppet.
I know.
At Harry Potter and the Cursed Child in San Francisco.
I know.
He was talking to me, and I had no idea. And I would have loved to have kept talking to him.
And he tried to say something to you like twice, and I was like, Jacob.
You were
like, oh my God.
I'm
Who were you talking to instead?
Whoever else came out. Maybe it was John Stringer or something. I don't know what his last name is.
I don't know his last name.
He played Scorpius Malfoy. I don't know. But we also had another interesting one. The lady who played the trolley witch. That was everyone. She was talking to us like we had no clue. She was giving us a dictionary definition of what a track was. She said, so I covered 2 tracks. That's when you play. And we're like, okay, yeah.
Do you know how badly I wanted to be like, I have a degree in this. Leave me alone.
I couldn't say that because at the time I didn't have it yet.
Yeah. But isn't that the same lady that my grandma goes, she just played Dusty?
I don't know.
And I was like, Debbie, no one cares.
They're like, wow.
Yeah, she literally was like, oh. I was like, that's embarrassing. Thanks. You know?
Yeah.
I hate it.
I'm like, I'm an actor too, by the way. Hi, nice to meet you.
I know. Damn, Debbie. Debbie's just like, my granddaughter. No.
And at the time, we were just college performers.
Little college babies.
I now feel a little bit better being like, yeah, I'm technically a professional actor now. And I'm like, I'm on the same level as you. I'm not. Not on the same level. But for a second, I can be like, yeah, I am an actor too.
I'm an actor. Hi, nice to meet you. Do you want me to sign it?
I'm like, yeah, I'll sign you want me to sign that? I was in the Ferryman, the regional California premiere. Yeah, I was in that. Me. Hi.
Me. It's me.
Hi.
I hate Taylor Swift.
Wow, that's a hot take from Sheradyn.
I'm sorry to Ali Flores. I know you watch this.
I know. Listen, we could talk about that for a second.
No, I'm not a Swiftie.
Here's the thing. She's a performer. And she has gained a lot of, attention. And her Eras tour and the movie that came out, good for her.
No, good for her. But, sincerely, I won't be listening to your music.
No, I'm the same way. But I don't listen to music. So.
So same.
I don't listen to it. I only listen to music if I've seen it in a movie, TV show, or a Broadway show.
You don't listen to the radio?
Sometimes I do, but most of the time, no.
Wow.
I need to do it now so I can learn some of the new songs so I can have new songs to listen to.
That's thrilling.
I listen to my girl Olivia Rodrigo. Mm-hmm. And that's it. She's the only person. She should be very proud of herself. Because the only person I've ever listened to albums in their full album form. Multiple times. That's because
you liked her in High School Musical, the musical series.
Yeah, I liked her in that. But also just her first album, Sour, I related to it so much in high school. Like if...
High school?
Or college. High school, college me. If I had that during that time, would have loved it.
Oh, I thought you meant
I mean, when it came out, I couldn't.
That was not.
No, when it came out, I couldn't really relate to those words in that moment, but I felt everything that those words said, and I was like, I feel you on this.
Yeah. Do you ever hear a song and you're like, oh, it's good, and then you're in a situation and you hear the same song and you're like, damn.
Yeah.
That happened the other night. We were not very happy the other night.
Of course.
We were a little amped up, a little upset. Mm-hmm. Just about stupid stuff. And this song came on and we were driving and I was like, I started crying. I was like, oh no. And I look over and he was like, holds my hand. He goes, this is a really good song.
You said, don't touch me.
No, I was like, yes, it is a good song. But
yeah, no.
Just other songs just hit different in different circumstances.
Yes.
And I feel like I'm starting to get into music.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. This is going to sound so cheesy and he probably would get so mad at me for saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. When Elijah and I were going through one of our first, and let me be clear, I'm very happy in my relationship and we don't have fights often, but every now and then there's a little something there, but I think most couples can remember that first one or the first big ones or one of the first miscommunication things, because this is when we were beginning to date. It was kind of early on, and I remember I was so upset and he was at my workplace and I was working, and then Rewrite the Stars from Greatest Showman came on. Oh, and I just started crying as I was putting away the chips. And I was like, I need to go outside.
Did I have to go?
I had to go. But yeah.
Oh, no.
It's okay. I still love that song. I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the time, I was like, the universe is making fun of me right now.
That's so interesting. Are you guys coming up on 3 years? Or
In
2?
October, it'll be 3 years. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
nutsos.
It's crazy. We might be moving in together, hopefully in a couple
Oh
months.
my gosh, Jacob, it's fun.
Yeah, we're excited.
Listen, it's a little hard.
Oh yeah, no, that I'm already like expecting like it's a huge change, and it's a
100%.
big like step in a relationship. Financially, it's going to be very very different,
Yeah.
like with how we do things. So I'm like fully
Because
aware.
everything's intertwined.
Yeah, I'm like, and it's we wouldn't be moving out on our own. We'd be moving in with my brother and his fiance, who Jordan has been on this podcast before. So yeah, like it's exciting, but like kind of like scary, especially because like
Yeah.
we know like for moving out now, it's gonna be like moving out. Like all the other times, it's been like I still have my other home. Like this is more just temporary because I'm in school, kind of thing. Now this would be
I
like
think that's a big thing about here is I'm like
no,
I
this
like
is
moved
it.
out.
Yeah, I'm like this would be it. Like
Like after this, like I could get married.
yeah,
Yeah.
marriage.
That's crazy to think about. That it's really fun though. I really enjoy it.
Yeah,
But it is like a huge adjustment, especially like I didn't think it was going to be a big adjustment because we were already seeing each other about the same. Like it was like I'd go to his house, stay there, I'd drive home just to sleep essentially, and then I would go to work and the next day and then do the same thing again. But like it's a huge
yeah,
difference. You're waking up together, you're coming home to each other, you're having dinner together, you're in the lazy times together. I think the hardest thing for us is like having our own time.
right.
And I know that I'm really bad about that because I am not someone who needs alone time, and he is. So it's just an adjustment and like starting to let go of like it's not because you don't like me, it's because you just need to recharge.
Exactly. Yeah, but that's
And like
good.
living
That's
together
on-
makes it
yeah
harder.
growing up and emotionally maturing.
Yeah.
On this podcast, we talk about anything and everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, I totally know what you mean. Because had you guys like gone on like a long trip together before moving in?
Yeah, we went to the river.
How long was the trip?
It was like 4 days. It's not like
Okay.
long. And then we had done another weekend to Arizona.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I feel like there was something else too, but I don't remember.
Yeah, my longest, because Elijah and I did the New York trip, and that was, a 10-day trip. So that's the longest, time that we've ever like been together. But like,
Yeah.
I think we're both pretty good about. I think we both understand like we need like the space from each other, or like we can like sit in silence. Like I can read. He can be on his
Oh,
phone, or we
I'm
can
totally
both
fine
read.
with that.
Yeah.
I just like, I don't know. I just struggle.
Yeah.
And that's
Get it?
just me, and I just need to fix it. But but like sitting in silence, like that's the best.
Yeah.
I
It's
love
nice.
that. But
I love study dates. Like when we're
Yeah.
both just working on our stuff. I think it's great.
I love that for you. I hope you guys move in together.
Yeah, it's looking a lot of big things this year. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This year has been shit. A lot of stuff has been going on, as you guys know from the last episode. More stuff has happened since then, and so that's been really hard. That's been a big reason why there have been such a delay in episodes. But getting through. I won't be a downer for the end of this podcast, but I will say, I'm like, okay, it is feeling kind of like the part in the season when the writers are like, okay, all the hard stuff's happening.
Yeah.
Now it's looking like we're trying to adjust and new
Yeah.
things are coming. And exciting things. So we'll see what happens. Really hope that we can make this alumni show happen, if I'm being honest, because I would love to have another project lined up,
Yes.
even if it, is just something like a fun passion project, but it's creative for the soul.
Yeah.
And it's good.
I think we should have more conversations about it.
I think we should. Why am I not involved in more of them?
I can add you on the emails.
I'd love that.
Okay.
I'd love that.
Okay, guys.
All right,
We've chatted your
we've
ear
chatted
off long enough.
About everything. I don't know what we're going to title this episode because we've talked about
Just
so many
anything
things.
and everything.
Anything and everything.
It's like a life
I
chat.
love that.
Like a recap.
We literally talked about sending feet pics. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's a new level for us.
Yeah, sending feet pics.
Sending feet pics.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, but
Okay.
love you guys so much. Thank you for listening.
Ta-ta.
Like, subscribe, leave a comment.
Send it to your
The things
mama.
that you
Send
guys
it to
never
your
do
grandma.
anyway. But
Happy Mother's Day.
happy Mother's Day.
That's coming up. Ugh.
Enjoy our wall art.
Yes, we'll add more as we go.
That's right.
Love you, honey.
Love you. Mean it.
Bye.
Bye.